You have already lived over 1,000 days you will never remember. Your first steps, your first words, your first birthday, completely gone. Think back as far as you possibly can. For almost everyone, the earliest real memory lands somewhere around age 3 or 4. Everything before that is a blank. Sigmund Freud gave this strange void a name over a century ago: infantile amnesia. Here is the twist. Those forgotten years are the fastest learning of your entire life, and you kept none of it as memories. As a baby, you cracked an entire language from nothing, learned faces, learned to walk, rewiring your brain at blistering speed. You clearly recorded things. A 1-year-old knows their mother, their home, their favorite toy. So why does none of it survive? For decades, the answer seemed obvious, and barely anyone questioned it. As it turns out, they were probably wrong the whole time. The old story blamed the hippocampus, the seahorse-shaped part of your brain that stamps experiences into lasting memories. In a baby, the hippocampus is still half-built, wiring itself well into your teens. Too immature to record, scientists assumed. It was a tidy explanation. No recorder, no recording, but nobody had ever actually watched a living baby's brain make a memory. Watching a baby think is brutally hard. They squirm, they cry, they simply will not hold still inside a giant humming scanner. Then in 2025, a Yale team cracked it. They slid awake, wide-eyed babies into an MRI and showed them pictures. Each baby saw a fresh face or object, then later saw it again beside something new to test if it lingered on the familiar one. A longer look means recognition, and when a baby remembered an image, one region had lit up the very moment they first saw it. The hippocampus, the exact recorder everyone called too young to work, was firing, and firing hardest in its memory zone. From around 1 year old, babies were forming real specific memories right there on the scan. The old theory simply collapsed. The recorder was never the problem. Babies are quietly saving moments from their very first year, filing them away much like we do, which cracks the mystery wide open. If the memories are truly being made, then something must be happening to them later. The prime suspect is almost poetic. A baby brain is a construction site, growing thousands of fresh neurons every single day. That explosive growth is called neurogenesis, and it may be the very thing that quietly buries your earliest memory. Picture a filing cabinet, while workers keep tearing out the walls and rebuilding the shelves. The files remain, but the labels scatter. In studies on young mice, that flood of new neurons scrambled the connections holding an early memory, and the memory vanished. The recording was not deleted. The path leading back to it was paved over, buried under everything the brain built on top. This points to a stunning idea. Infantile amnesia may not be a failure to remember at all, but a failure to find. Here is the part that gives scientists chills. In those same mice, the lost memories were not actually gone. When researchers used a pulse of light to switch the original neurons back on, the buried memory came flooding back, fully intact. The door was locked, not empty. The memory sat there the entire time, just waiting for a key that nobody had. Your first wobbly steps, your first word, the first face you ever loved, may all still be recorded somewhere inside you. Not erased, just sealed behind a door your grown-up mind lost the key to deep in the dark of the hippocampus. 1,000 forgotten days quietly waiting. Maybe you never truly lost them. Maybe you just cannot open the door yet.